He wants her to be more woman.
I enjoy like a bigger breast size.
She wants him to be more of a man.
He likes to dress up in my bra and underwear.
So his blind date turned out to be a double date.
It's gonna be me and my chest.
While her date made his own fashion statement.
I would never wear little panties.
You liked the bra and panties. You liked it last night.
Now that they've tried a change of pace,
It's something totally different.
will they have a change of heart?
Thank you. Welcome. I'm Chris Jagger, and this is Change of Heart. This is the show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. So let's meet our couple. They've been dating now for 9 months, ever since their friendship turned to romance. Please welcome Christine Mueller and Tom Parent. Welcome. Tom, obviously there's some issues that we're going to be dealing with here, but let's start at the beginning where your friendship turned into romance. How'd that happen?
Okay, well, in the beginning, she's really funky and hip. You know, she's into the whole art thing.
Kind of trippy?
Yeah, kind of trippy, kind of cool. And I was like, all right, you know. And out of nowhere, next thing I know, we're living together, and who knows? It's crazy.
Wow. You just wake up one day and things change.
Yeah, you wake up, you don't have pants anymore. You're like, what's going on? You know?
Okay. Christine,
kicked out of your house.
Christine, do you remember the first time you met?
Oh my God, how could I forget? He was like down in Florida, running around in these little tiny whitey underwears. He didn't know anybody, you know, nobody knew him, and he was just a little tiny bug bopping around, and I was like, what?
Whitey tighties, you know, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he never wears boxers, just little white
It's like,
tighties. Run around half the
You
day.
hang too much in boxers. I don't know, that's like a hip thing. I think it's weak. I don't know.
Okay. We'll
Whatever.
take your word for it, I'm sure.
That's a whole other show, though,
Yeah.
Chris.
Tom, if there was one thing that you could change about Christine, now this is where we get into the, the other part of this whole relationship. What would it be?
I don't know. I enjoy like a bigger breast size. Yeah, you know, I like, you know, I'm a mama's boy, you know, I like to snuggle up. I want to know they're there, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
There.
Come on.
Oh, they're there.
Support me, guys. Let's go, man. Yeah, that's right. My people are with me. That's right.
No, don't encourage this guy. He's going to do fine on his own. Christine, equal time, if you could change something about Tom.
Thought the panties were cute. He likes to dress up in my bra and underwear a lot. It's great, you know, runs around. And at first it was cute, but lately I think he's doing it for himself and not me anymore, and it has me a little worried because it's,
Listen,
you know,
wait, you gotta-
you like the
towards
bra.
the
You
panties-ish.
like the bra and panties. You liked it last night. You enjoy it all the time. Come on now.
Yeah, but you know,
That's kinda
one day
weird.
I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be like 2 of you guys in bra and panties, and you know, I just don't want to go that direction. It's a little too much now.
All right, Christine, as far as bad habits go, does Tom have any?
He never brushes his teeth. I feel like his mom, he's got like blood in all his teeth. Like he'll eat, you know, like pesto or something, and then there's like green, you know, like
Ooh, that's attractive.
stuff coming out, and so it's bad breath all the time. He wakes up in the morning, never brushes his teeth, so it's like bad breath all day long, morning breath like all the time, and you don't want to kiss that, you know?
Tom, come on, a little
Brush the
brushing?
teeth.
All right. So I have a few
not that hard.
small flaws. Jeez, you know what I mean? Like everybody's got something here. It could be a lot worse, you know.
All right. Tom, who makes the decisions in this relationship?
I'd love to make the decisions.
you don't.
I would love to, but you know, I try. What can I say, Chris? I try.
So you're saying she's a little domineering?
She does, but she tries to make the decisions, and then she doesn't know what she wants to do. She goes one way, then she goes another. She goes one way, she goes another. It's like, make up your mind.
All right, Christine, you're making all the decisions. Do you feel secure with him, though? Is that...
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel scared because he's like so jealous all the time. Like we can go out someplace, and if I talk to a guy like passing by, I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like throws a fit, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. I feel secure because he's always like worried about me going off with somebody else, you know.
really?
So I don't have to worry about it because he's so worried about it.
I'm thinking the guy's so spazzed he wouldn't know what's going on.
I know. I'm just like, oh, what's going on? But you know, what it boils down to is it's just like, I don't know, male testosterone thing. I'm like, you know what I mean? I get crazy. Like another
he's
guy.
so
I know.
jealous. He thinks my girlfriends are hitting
Listen,
on
I think all guys are dogs, and,
Wow.
and I'm right in the pack. You know what I mean? But it's just like, every once in a while I stand back, stand outside of everything. I'm like, it's
Whoa.
just too. You know.
All right, Tom, in a nutshell, why is it you decided to go on a blind date and meet somebody else?
I care for Christine a lot, but I just thought it'd be time for us to try something new. You know, there's a lot of other people out there. I'm young. Let's do it.
Okay, gotcha. Well, it seems that they've obviously got some issues here that Tom and Christine have mentioned. When we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out if they've had a change of heart. welcome back to Change of Heart. We're here with Tom and Christine. Tom wishes that Christine would make decisions, had more curves, and could accept his outrageous behavior. So we matched him up with a woman who is very curvy, very decisive, and rather outlandish. Please welcome Dawn Cass. Hello, Dawn. Good. Welcome to Change of Heart. Okay. Don't make me stand back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Christine, what do you think of Dawn?
That bad? What? Come on now. 3 heads, man. I don't know which one to tell. I know. I'm looking at your nose. It's gonna look at chest. It's gonna be me and my chest. Okay.
And Tom, physically, how do you compare them?
Come on, she's got like she's got
I'm a
the,
little more
she's got the curves.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't even talk to her.
More proportionate?
What did you say, Tom?
What do you guys think? Is it okay? Thank you. Ask the girls. Girls, what do you think? You better yell. That's right. Thank you.
She brings her own fan club wherever she goes. Dawn,
So
What can I say?
It's okay.
Yeah.
what was your first impression of Tom?
He was great. He was totally adorable. I knew we'd have a good time. We had a great talk on the phone. He was like crazy and wild and out there, just totally out there.
What a
I knew
phone
it.
call that must have been between the two of you. Jeez.
4 of you.
He was
Dawn.
like, 4 months?
Oh man.
4th.
No, Dawn, how could you tell just by one phone call, though,
Well,
for sure?
you know what? He called me up and he's like, okay, what do you want to do? I said, I don't care, whatever. And he's like, well, I know this really cool place we can go eat. And I go, okay. And he goes, but I want you to be really hungry. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, no. I want you to be like famished. I want you to be so hungry that when you get here,
Well,
you're you're real bitchy.
Yeah, when you take a girl out to date, it's nice to like have a real a girl that's like hasn't eaten in a while. And then when she finally gets the food, it's like she eats it all up, and she's like it's like the best date in the world because she's like, oh my god, I'm full.
Yeah,
And
he
like,
really wanted me to be really
So,
hungry.
you know, the next
So
best
he
thing, it's
emphasized that over and over, be really hungry.
Okay, I
When
don't
I ta- when I
understand
talk
any
to-
of that, but I'm sure it was fine.
I want to tell you.
Dawn, where did you go to dinner?
Where'd we go to dinner?
You guys.
We didn't, did
We didn't even
no,
go.
We
We
didn't
didn't even go to dinner, actually.
You want to know why we didn't go to dinner? Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. So I get there, and he's like, okay, are you really hungry? I have to ask you, are you really hungry? And I was scared to tell him, no, I'm not really hungry, because I thought he was going to, like, bite my head off or something. So I'm like, well, to be totally honest, I'm not, like, starving. Like, I'm okay.
Well,
and he goes, well, that's okay, because after I got off the phone with you, well, I ate this really big lunch, so I'm not really hungry.
So I don't know. It's a whole confusing,
This
weird
is just
process.
so odd. Christine,
Yeah.
is this typical of his weirdness?
Yeah, very.
Oh, it was
Very.
great.
Spaz
It was
all the time.
great.
I know.
It was great.
I had a blast. When I
Sometimes
first,
good,
actually, when I
sometimes a little
first
too
called,
much.
when I called her and talked to her, we hit it off so well. We were talking for like hours. It felt like, and it was.
Felt like.
It was.
We were just both have all this energy, so it's like a
I was-
conversation never ended.
I didn't even feel like after 5 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I'll tell her I like to wear, panties and stuff.
The panties. The panties are a good thing.
And she's
Were you
into
okay
it.
with
She's
that,
cool,
Dawn?
you know?
Thank you. The panties were great. I think it's adorable. You know
Yeah.
what? That's what puts fun into something. That's like the excitement. No, it does. It does. It puts fun into
It
things.
does.
It's
It's
great.
okay.
It's adorable.
I mean, if I-
Take off and
adorable.
fly to the moon.
I know we are, and I should be wearing your panties right now, as a matter of fact.
You know what? You should. I can see it with your
Little too
panties.
far.
Strip shot, right?
Yeah, you're not.
Christine, how's this all sitting with you? Is this making any sense
I
to
don't
you?
know. You know, they kind of seem like they go pretty good together. They're both like.
Oh, I feel like I've been jettisoned into some other show.
Do you?
I don't know what the hell.
What show?
I don't
I'd like to
know.
know that too. What's
Lost in
up?
Space, maybe?
Christine says they're too wild when they go out. Was he carrying on when you finally did get out?
He's great. He was awesome. He
had a
was
good
so cool. We had a great time.
We had an
did.
awesome time.
We had a really good time. There was never no conversation going on. None of that dead silence going on at all.
No.
And he was really hyper. He kept banging on things and everything. He couldn't sit still at all. But I think that's so cute.
All right,
Think
Tom,
he was
you
distracted at all?
Well, what can I say? I don't know. Were you?
A little bit here and there. After a few drinks, I'm like, okay, what's next?
But anyway.
Tom, did Don make decisions because that was a problem with Christine?
Yeah, that was one thing I did want to talk about because she was quick, you know. I didn't have to. It wasn't like in the middle of the road. I don't know what to do, you know. She was quick. I was happy,
We just went.
it was natural. You know, sometimes you go with somebody, you feel awkward, but this was really smooth.
No, it wasn't any awkward at all. It was great.
But it was fun. Was he a gentleman, though, Don? Was
Yes, he was a gentleman. It was really cute. We're like walking out of the bar and we were getting ready to go to the Laugh Factory and he goes, I have a surprise for you for later. And I go, what? And he reached into his pocket and he pulled out 2 blow pops. And I love blow pops and he didn't even know that. It was so perfect. And we have blow pops.
Oh.
It was so cute. It was really cute.
Tom, why a blow pop? I mean,
I think because you know why? Because I don't know. This is gonna sound like a dog again as a male, but I give her the blow
Something to
pop,
suck on.
and I'm looking at her, and it's like her lips look so great. As a matter of fact, I brought something with me today. Was it what was it? Watermelon?
Watermelon.
Oh, okay.
another blow pop. Okay. Christine, does Tom bring you little things like that ever?
Not anymore.
Oh, did he in the past?
Little, you know, new pieces of underwear and bras.
He could wear, I'm sure.
Nothing for me, you know. That's for him now. It's not for me anymore.
Tom, how did the date end?
I took her back to her car, and you know, we had a great time, like I said, and she gave me a hug, and her chest was against mine, and I was a happy man.
Yeah.
I slept very well that night. Let me tell you
bet
guys.
you were. Yeah, just like a pig in whatever that saying is. All right, was not enough to give Tom a change of heart? That's the question. Or will he stay with Christine? We're going to find out later. But next, we'll meet the man that Christine dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date. Wow, we're back with Christine and Tom, and we just heard what happened on Tom's date with Don. I'm still recovering, and now we're going to meet the man that Christine dated. Christine said she wanted a man who won't wear her underwear, has fresh breath, and doesn't get so jealous. So we matched her up with a man who carries breath mints, only wears boxers, and is never jealous. Please welcome Jeremy Evans. Hello, Jeremy.
How you doing? Welcome to Change of Heart.
You know, Christine? Wow. Tom, I see your head shaking already. What do you think of Jeremy?
I know, he just looks a little kind of on the other side there, but that's all right.
That's all right.
Okay. Jeremy, Tom said that Christine never makes any kind of decisions. Did you get a hint of that?
Oh, totally. I got a hint of it. She made the first decision. We got together a couple of nights before we were actually going out.
Yeah, we were rocking from the beginning.
Right from the beginning. And she went to get coffee. You know, she goes, so let's go get coffee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I called him, we were talking, and it was going really good, and we found out we only live 5 blocks away, so I said, hey, let's go grab coffee real quick, and we were curious to see how each other looked.
A little sneak peek thing going on there.
Yeah, a little
Right.
sneak preview.
Yeah, sneak preview to see what's going on.
All right. Tom, sounds like she made a quick decision. No problems there.
I'm
No
not
problems.
worried. We're cool together. I got her. Look at her. She looks great. I got like this whole panel under control here. You guys watching the master at work here?
Christine, what happened at coffee since you guys did
Oh,
that?
it was really cool. So we met each other, and then we just, walked down to Starbucks and grabbed something, and it was really cool. Liked his eyes, and really bright blue. I like that, and it was just really cool conversation, good vibe. I just, made me really excited for the date.
And Christine, you're
See, these two are we're
Yeah.
"Ah," and we just kind of connected on a different plane, but it was
Oh, it's boring. It's boring.
their date yet.
Really?
Jeremy, tell us.
I know. Come
Tell
on,
us-
it's worth the excitement.
I can
well,
see
we're gonna
right
hear
through
about
this
it.
guy. I
Tell
can
us
see right
about
through
the
this
date.
guy. Come on,
There's
Chris.
nothing going on.
Hey, let them tell us about their
I want to
date.
hear about the date.
Our date?
Yeah, who decided on what and what did you do?
She decided everything on the date.
See, I
Okay.
wasn't being
Yeah,
indecisive.
so it was-
We went to an awesome restaurant, got wine. We were at the end, we were so loud, everyone was just staring at us because we were just having a great time. And we were just oh.
Tom, she's being decisive here. She
Totally
took charge.
decisive,
She's
continuous.
just that's not. This is not right.
This is all right?
This is nah.
I can
This
see
is the
I
person
am
you
all the
missed
time.
out on,
I can
think,
see
is
this.
what it
I can see right through this, and
Maybe you're a
everything's
little
fine.
too much, and you're smothering me. And
No,
you're
it's fine.
He's not smothering. He's fine. If you can't
Well, look
deal
at
with the
you.
way that- Yeah, and what's the
God.
problem? And what's the problem?
You guys are perfect for you.
Christine, how was
nothing.
Jeremy's breath? Because that was a problem. Then Mr.
Oh,
No
it was
Brush over
awesome.
here.
Had the after dinner mints, no food stuck in the teeth. It was good. I wanted to get closer and find out more.
Carry him all the time.
All right, let me ask Don the same question. How was Tom's breath
I
when you
didn't
were...
notice any problem at all with his breath. Maybe he just brushed for me.
Maybe I was.
Honestly. Let's do that at the beginning.
Jeremy, did Christine talk about Tom at all while you guys were out?
Actually, she did not. I don't even think she wanted to go there because she was having such a good time and I was on a good level.
We had so much to talk about.
Why even talk about the negativity?
What are you talking about? You just that's total.
I'm talking about the
This
things
is like the
I
ego
heard.
thing. Well, I mean,
There's
I don't
no
talk
ego
about
thing
you all
here.
the
I'm just
time.
talking. I
ego.
can see right through this guy,
Right.
and I can see right through you. I know exactly what's going through your head right now.
And what's that?
And you still want to be with me. I know it.
Ego, man.
I guess we'll see what happens. That's an ego.
There's no ego.
Tom, you're at least a little jealous, though?
All right, so yeah, I am a little bit
Yeah, you
jealous.
seem
Back
kind
to
of
the
nervous.
jealous thing.
But not really,
No?
I can admit my faults, but that's another one, jealous toothbrush, I can get those at the store.
Okay. Jeremy, Christine said that Tom likes to wear her underwear on occasion. Would you ever consider that, or would you ever think
I
about
would
that?
never wear little panties like he would. Not a chance.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, see, there's
This is
again no
nowhere near.
excitement. I mean, come on. What? Oh, okay.
Oh, just
same
women's
old
clothes?
every day, same thing. It's fun. It's exciting.
No way.
It's something totally different. It's All
right, Jeremy, what happened
That's
after
what
dinner?
Makes things
After
fun.
dinner,
It's building. You see,
Relax.
it's building. Out here after dinner.
After dinner, we decided we were going to a party at the Key Club, but we decided to go back to the house first and hang out. And we got so wrapped up in things there that we missed the party. And we hung out for a couple hours. Then she had to get ready to go to pick someone up.
Tom, that make you a little nuts that she was over at the apartment?
Makes me a little bit crazy, but I know he's talking once again, so it's like I don't believe a word
Well, it
of
was so cool. We got there and we were gonna go out, but we were like having the coolest conversation that it was like 2 hours went by, and I was like, oh my
No
God, I gotta
time.
go. And I mean, that's how cool it was. It was just like really good connection, really fun and stuff.
Lots of fun.
Boring.
I have to say that, I don't know, I'm usually like in going out to the clubs, and I wanted to something a little bit, would have been fun to do, but, conversation's good
Well,
too.
sometimes
It's all
that's
good.
different. Right. Jeremy,
Right.
how did it end then at the...
How did it? Oh,
Yeah,
at the end?
romantically,
Oh,
or-
well, we gave a hug at the end. I gave her a hug. I would have liked to have
is
more,
nice,
but
yeah.
so I called her up the next day, and after she wanted to go to a party and go out and dance, and we didn't hook up, but I was looking forward to it.
Tom, did you know that he had been calling her afterwards, too?
I wasn't aware of that, but I
I don't think
know.
you knew it was
knew.
going anywhere.
He called. You were
I
sitting
didn't-
right there, and you were like, why is he calling? That's weird.
I didn't know he
I
was
was
calling.
calling to invite her out.
You
thought
were
it was
sitting
somebody
right
else.
there.
Tom remains confident to the bitter end.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. It's
All right,
a
we'll
totally
see what
different
happens.
thing once you get elsewhere.
Well, Tom and Christine have a change of heart. During the break, they're going to make their final decision. We'll find out what that is when we come back. Well, here we are at the big moment of truth. During the break, Tom and Christine each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? Tom, you said that you thought maybe there might be someone better out there. That's one of the things that you talked about. You also wanted something a little more curvaceous, a little more wild. You had a great date with that exact type of person.
Absolutely.
So, what are you thinking, and what have you decided?
I'm thinking I had a great time with Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
I had fun. I thought she was awesome. We just connected right away.
Right.
And, I care about Christine, and I had to go with.
Stay together. Okay. Dawn, it sounded like you had a great time. Sorry, things didn't work out.
Oh, we had a good time.
Okay, before we go to Christine, though, because you were confident and said a couple of times throughout the show, Tom, that you were going to guarantee she's going nowhere. You still feel that way?
Of course.
All right. Confident to the bitter end. All right, Christine, you had some issues with him. I mean, there was the breath, he wears your underwear, or he's a little unstable, or whatever those concerns were for you. You had a pretty normal date. They said it was boring. You thought it was a little bit more normal. How you feeling, and what is your decision?
Okay, well, basically, I had a really, really good time with Jeremy. Like, I just thought we connected really well, and like, I could just have stayed there and talked for hours and hours. And like, it's hard to find people to do that with,
Sure.
So that was really cool. On the other hand, like, I really care about Tom, and there are some things, that really outweigh the bad qualities. And overall, like, between like the more boring side and the more crazy side, I'm gonna pick the more crazy side.
So you're going to stay together. Okay. Wow. Jeremy, Jeremy, sorry things didn't work out for you.
That's the way it goes.
You know, Tom, you said you thought there might be somebody better out there, but after meeting the two of you, I don't know if there's anybody out there that's better than the two of you. Let me tell you that. That's our show today. Thanks to Don and Jeremy. Good luck to Tom and Christine. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart. Way to go.